Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is definitely a more bold look and it is inspired by the new movie that just released, Pete's Dragon. I have yet to see the movie, but I already know that I'm going to cry. So I'm just kind of preparing myself mentally that I'm gonna cry and that I just need to take tissues and wear waterproof mascara, waterproof eyeliner, or maybe just not even wear any makeup at all. So that's what this look is based off. We got a lot of emeralds, a lot of greens, and we just kind of have a really bold color, perfect for leading into fall. This look was really fun to do. I went with a more neutral lip color since the eyes were kind of more on the bold side. And if you would like to see how I achieved this look right here, then just keep on watching. So first I'm going to go in with my Advanced Plus Flawless Effects Skincare Primer, and this has a matte finish to it, so this is perfect for those with oily skin, and it is designed to close up those pores. And then for the rest of my face, I'm going to be going in with the Nivea Men Aftershave Balm. I'm going to apply this on the outer parts of my face. Going to let that dry off a little bit before we apply the foundation. Next I'm going to go in with my Urban Decay All Nighter Foundation, and this is actually a shade lighter than it should be, so I'm going to go in with my Infallible Pro Matte Foundation by Loreal just to get the exact color that I am wanting. So hot, I'm like dying. So I forgot to apply tape, so I'm going to do that right now. Now that we have the tape on, I'm going to get started on the eyes. And first I'm going to prime my eyes with a concealer. So I'm going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. After priming your eyes, it's good to set it with a powder so it does not crease, and it just helps the pigmentation really pop out when you apply your eyeshadow. Now that our eyes are nicely primed and ready to go, I'm going to be grabbing my Morphe 350 palette, and I'm going to be taking my Morphe M441 fluffy blending brush, and I'm going to take this color right there. I'm going to use this color right there as my transition color. I'm going to start out at the outer corner of the eyelid and then bring it in, because we don't want too much transition color on the entire lid because we really want that to be green, but we still want that slight transition color in there to make it appear like it is blending like glue. That doesn't make sense. We just want it to look well blended, and so we're gonna really pack it on the outer part of the eyelid and then bring it in. So now from the 350 palette still, I'm going to go in with a bit deeper color for the outer corners of my eyes, and I'm going to be using this brown. It's like not a dark chocolate, it's like a light chocolate brown, and so I'm going to dig into there. Same thing, outer corner mainly. Get slightly in. Now normally for people that don't have hooded eyelids, you'll want to take it right into the crease. However, I have a very hooded eyelid, so I have to make sure I go a little bit above that crease so you can actually see, you know, color. So now comes the fun part. I am going to be using this L'Oreal Infallible eyeshadow, and it's the color Golden Emerald. So I'm going to be using this color to pack it onto the top of my eyelid. And so I'm going to grab a flat shadow brush, and I'm going to spray some Fix Plus onto it, and I am going to pat that on. And I'm not gonna swipe, because when you swipe, it'll not have as good pigmentation, but when you pat it on, it won't swipe away and you won't have to be using as much product. So make sure you're patting and not swiping. This color is absolutely gorgeous. And so now I'm going to grab my little e.l.f. or Little Black Beauty Book by e.l.f. I'm going to take this color right here and I'm going to actually mix it, these two right there. Once again, using Fix Plus to really make that color pop. And so I'm going to apply this color onto the inner corner of my eye. And so now I'm just going to go back onto the outer corner of my eye, and I'm going to go back in with that chocolate brown that we used and blend it in a little bit more. And I wanted a little bit more dramatic on the outer corner, a little bit darker. I'm just going to get a darker chocolate from the Morphe E3 palette, and I am going to go into that outer corner again and just deepen it a little bit more and blend it out. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is highlight the top part of my brow. And so I feel like we have a lot of shimmers going on, so I'm going to take the lightest color on that Morphe E3 palette and apply that to my brow bone. We are going to remove the tape. And then we are just going to retouch up our foundation, especially around the eyes, because the tape kind of messed with that a little bit. So we are just going to go in and touch up a little bit. Okay, so now we are going to go in with concealer. Today I'm going to be mixing my Neutrogena Concealer in the color Light and my Tarte Tape and Shape Concealer in the color Medium. And because the medium is too dark for me and the light is too light for me, I'm going to be mixing them together. So now I'm going to be using my Maybelline Shine Control Translucent Powder, and I'm going to apply this under the eyes and anywhere else that I applied my concealer. And I'm going to be doing a little bit of baking underneath my eyes. Okay, so while that sits there and bakes away, I'm going to do the rest of my face. And so I'm going to contour using the Lorac Pro Contour Palette. And all the brushes that I use, I will post down below because I think I'm forgetting to say what brushes I'm using. But for contouring, I'm going to be using the M523 from Morphe. I'm just gonna contour my cheeks and my forehead and a little bit of my nose and my chin. Now we're going to wipe away that baking that we were doing under here. I'm going to add a little bit of bronzer to my face using the Too Faced CoaCoa Contour Kit. Now I'm going to contour my nose. I'm going to go over that with my beauty blender to make it look more natural. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is just clean it up a little bit over here. I'm going to grab the brush that came with the Lorac Pro Contouring Palette. I'm going to dip that into my powder and carve out my cheeks like so. And while that sits there and bakes, we are going to bronze, and I'm using the E.l.f. blush palette, and I'm going to be mixing in this light pink and kind of orangey shade, and I'm going to apply those onto the apples of my cheek. Okay, now we are going to move on to the brows, and I am going to be using the Benefit Precision Brow, and this is in the shade 3. So my camera stopped recording. I finished my brows now, and now I'm just going to remove the translucent powder from right here. Just dust that away. And now what I'm going to do is just buff around here, just to make it look a little bit more airbrushy look and blend it in. Okay, so now we are going to finish up the eyes, and so underneath my eye, I'm going to go back to the Little Black Beauty book, and I'm just going to get a smudger, a small smudger eye pencil, and go in with the same green that I used on my eyelid, and I'm just going to mainly focus on the outer corner of my eye and bring it inwards. And now I'm going to go back with my Morphe E3 palette, and I'm going to put that right underneath the green. I'm just going to take a black eyeliner and line my waterline. And then next I'm going to add in a pop of highlight to the inner corner of my eye, and so I'm just going to use a very light, shimmery, kind of champagne-y looking color from the Morphe 350 palette, and I am going to apply that. I want the bottom lash to look the bottom of my eyes to look a little bit more dramatic, so I'm taking a dense shadow brush, but it's really, really dense, and I'm going to grab the 350 palette, kind of a coppery auburn brown, chocolate brown color, and I'm going to use that color to smudge out my bottom lash line. Okay, so I'm going to prep myself for lashes now. I'm just applying some mascara. For my lashes, I'm going to be using the Double Up Falsies by Ardell, and these are the number 204 in black. I actually changed my eyelashes to the Ardell 105 because I just was not feeling the double ones. Just wasn't feeling it. So I changed these ones, and then I applied some liquid eyeliner on the top, right over the lash line, so it kind of blends in really nicely. So now let's move on. So now I'm going to be using my Becca Hill Champagne Pop, and I'm just taking a Morphe fan brush, and I'm going to highlight. Now for this look, I really want to look highlighty and like glowy and just really cool, because I mean, I know the dragon in Pete's Dragon doesn't have scales like normal dragons do. I just want it to look really glowy and just kind of like mystical looking, and you know. Okay, so now that we have highlighted, I'm going to finish off this look with the lips. So for my lips, I'm going to use the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Lip Pencil, and I'm going to line my lips. And then to apply over my lip liners, I'm going to go in with my Revlon Ultra HD Matte Lip Color, and this is in the color, there's no color on here. So it's like a nude color. There's no name, unfortunately. And that completes the look for today. I hope that you guys enjoyed this look. It is definitely out of my comfort zone with the greens and the emeralds, but it was a lot of fun, and I've just been feeling really inspired by like greens and browns, especially with Pete's Dragon coming up and he's all green. I'm like, yes, it just matches perfectly. But I hope you guys liked this video, and I hope that you found some helpful tips to help you achieve this look, and especially with fall coming like right around the corner. I am so ready for fall, guys. Like, I'm done with summer, I'm done with the heat, I'm done with the humidity, I'm just done. But anyways, I hope that you guys have a great day, and if you have any other suggestions of what you would like to see, just let me know in the comments down below. If you're not already, please subscribe to my channel. It really would mean the world to me, and if you really like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. I really would appreciate that as well. And I hope you all have a fabulous day. Just remember to keep on smiling, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.